Say less. I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna. Yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Saints have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Bengals, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And his first look is incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. But...
yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Ready. 5-8.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He finds Coleman. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action here on 1st down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And an alley to run. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a play fake. Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Coleman now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Now Garoppolo. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Broncos, they've taken an early lead against the Chiefs. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Four yards remaining now on second down. They'll fake to Peterson, and now Breeze. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. Quick hitch complete. It's Higgins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coleman has it here right side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say... that in mind, they want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, Peterson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Adrian Peterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. That one goes for 36 yards. First down, Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a third and about 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Broncos, they've taken an early lead against the Chiefs. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On play action. Now Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off at the 28.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. This is Coleman. And an alley to run. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. Breeze now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Breeze to throw on second down. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Breeze. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
The second quarter score from KC. The Broncos have taken the lead over the Chiefs. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Here we go! 3-19! No, check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Check 88. Check 88. Ready.
On play action, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He finds Coleman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield, and if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. Off the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a gain of a yard, and the Saints are going to get a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marcel Reese, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Final minute now of the third quarter. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Garoppolo on first down. And over the middle, it's LaFell. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go now.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Gets around him, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They give it to Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. And they have really been able to contain AP, and because of it, they've got the lead here in the fourth.
And they've done a really nice job in this game. A lot of group tackling. Rare that one guy gets him on the ground consistently. They've done an excellent job of containing him in this game.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Taken in at the 22. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon LaFell his intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. The catch made over the middle. tackle by Ginn. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sam Shields. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That's fielded in the end zone. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Breeze now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Haoli Kikaha in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Let's go! Green, 30. Gun! 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 No! Gun! Gun! Hurry up! Here we
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.